Good morning. Today we are going to talk about how to actually build a timeless wardrobe on any budget. So make sure you stick around to the end so you find out my top must-know tips so you can start building a wardrobe that will last you for the foreseeable future. And if you want to know the biggest mistakes I have made personally on finding and discovering my timeless wardrobe, you can check out this video here. But let's get into the tips. Number 1. Picking your color palette. This is a very important starting point, so please do not skip over this tip because it might not be exactly what you think it is. So obviously you need to know before building a timeless wardrobe what kind of color palette, or have a general idea of what your color palette is going to be before starting to purchase items. Now this doesn't mean just whether you are going to be wearing reds or blues. We are actually talking about the undertone of your color palette. Undertone is the tone that matches your skin to make you look more alive and healthy, or it can make you look very ill and sickly depending on if you pick the right one. Now, if you aren't sure what your undertone is or how to find it, then make sure to check out this video here because I go in depth on how to actually figure out what your undertone is, and I do give some more unique ways of finding that out in this video here. But if you do know what your undertone is, then that is amazing. You are already halfway complete this tip. So with keeping undertones in mind, we are now going to talk about actual colors and color palette. I think it's always a good idea to start out with a very neutral color palette in your timeless wardrobe. Now this doesn't have to be boring and just blacks and whites. This can also mean browns, tans, even blue jeans. Again, this is all in your undertone, but once you have this kind of baseline for your timeless wardrobe, that is when you can start to add in more pops of color. And I guarantee you this should help negate the majority of the I have nothing to wear feeling when you enter your closet, which I actually used to struggle with so much in the past. So again, if you want to see the mistakes I made and why I had that feeling so often, definitely make sure to check out that mistakes video because I really go in depth on the mistakes I made and why they actually impacted my closet, my way of thinking, and also just added a lot of anxiety and stress when trying to get dressed in the morning. My next tip is investing in key pieces. So first, let's talk about a quality coat, what it may look like and why it's actually important. When investing in a coat, you don't need to buy designer or super high end, but you do want it to be good quality. I actually think wool is a very underrated material and I highly recommend it. It is very transitional and I'll explain why. You can absolutely wear a wool jacket with jeans and it look very casual and go together very seamlessly, but you can also wear it with some more formal dresses and it also just amplifies that look. And if you are an office girl like myself, then going to work in a wool coat just looks very professional and you will definitely stand out in the right ways. Now, if you want a wool coat that will take you through all the seasons, I definitely recommend buying a short to medium length wool coat. The reason being is because you don't want a super long wool coat in the summertime that can just look really out of place, but you can get away with wearing a shorter wool coat in the wintertime and still looking like the piece fits in with your wardrobe. Linen is also a beautiful material, but the problem is you can only really wear it in the spring and summertime. Linen really starts to look out of place if you carry it into fall and winter. Whereas wool, you can really wear just all year round. So just remember that the material of your coat is just as important as the color and pattern or design. 3 more key pieces you really want to invest in are a great pair of jeans, a transitional dress. This means something that you can wear to a more casual family gathering or even to a formal wedding. Honestly, I really recommend navy blue. Navy blue is a very transitional color. You can really dress it up or make it look more casual. So I think getting a shorter navy blue dress can really carry you through a lot of different circumstances so that you don't have to waste your money on a bunch of dresses that you will probably only wear once. Such as this dress here, I can really wear this just as a casual piece to go out for brunch or a lunch during the day, but I can also dress it up and have it for a more formal dinner or even a wedding reception. And then you also want to really invest in a white or off-white blouse. You want something slightly formal where you can pair it with a skirt or even work pants, but you want something that's not too formal so that you can still pair it with a pair of jeans and look really cute, or even a pair of summery shorts without looking too out of place. I recommend something with a little bit of detail like this top I have on right now, but something that's not too much that will really go outdated or look too formal in a casual situation. You want a little bit of detail without being too extravagant. And you definitely don't want to get anything that's too trendy that might look out of place in the future, because again, we're building a timeless wardrobe that should last you for the foreseeable future. But you can of course incorporate more trendy pieces in a more simplistic way. Again, like this top here, I have a little bit of a puff sleeve, but it's not too much that if I wear it in the future, once the puff sleeve trend is out, it won't look out of place. It'll look just very minimal and pretty and still be acceptable and not look outdated. Now, my next tip isn't necessarily what type of clothing to buy, but how to buy it. And it is upsizing. Now, hear me out. I know we all wish that we could stay the same size for the rest of our lives, but if we can just let go of that number and just buy what feels and looks the nicest on us, you will start to find and buy pieces that are going to last you longer. If you are ever in the circumstance where you're kind of in between sizes, I will always suggest to size up. Honestly, this is going to save you so much money in the long run. Do you know how many times I've bought shorts in the summertime that were a little bit too tight, but I got them anyways, and then by the time summer rolls around again, they are way too tight and I cannot fit into them. Money wasted, and I have to go buy new pairs. I could have just saved so much money if I just sized up. Our bodies tend to change as we age, and that's okay. It sucks, but it's okay. Also, a huge thing to keep in mind is that sizes vary brand to brand quite greatly. And once you let go of that stigma behind the number and not feel the necessity to fit into a smaller size, you will really just feel so much more free, and you'll feel so much better going into your closet knowing that you're going to fit into the pieces and you don't have to go through the shame feeling of I can't fit into my clothes anymore. So there are just really so many different upsides to upsizing. Building a timeless wardrobe does not mean just buying pieces that look timeless. It also means pieces that you are going to be able to fit in for the foreseeable future. Most of the pieces I currently have should last me into my 30s, maybe even 40s, maybe even longer. And that is the goal here. We want to invest in pieces that are going to last a long time. We don't want to invest in pieces that are going to be quickly diminished or are going to be quickly ran out of our wardrobe, and then we don't get our cost per wear. Which, even though we're investing in some higher quality pieces, we still want to be thrifty. Next, let's talk about accessories. Accessorizing is key. Accessories such as a bag, watch, bracelet, necklace, earrings, these little elements are what take your neutral basics and really elevate the look. If you are purchasing a bag for your timeless wardrobe, I really strongly suggest purchasing a bag that has good structure to it, such as my Kate Spade ones or even my Teddy Blake bag. I will have links in the description down below and a discount code for Teddy Blake if you do want to purchase a similar bag. I find this helps the bag hold up over time and really hold its shape. For example, if you've ever seen a Hermes bag, they are quite old, some of them, but they look brand new, and I think this is mostly to do with the structure and quality of the bag. Obviously, they are very expensive. I'm not suggesting going and buying a Hermes bag, but you can get a cheaper alternative such as a Kate Spade bag or even this Teddy Blake bag. It'll give you the same kind of look but for a cheaper price tag, but will also still last you for the foreseeable future. Also, when you're first starting out, please make sure to buy a neutral handbag. I know it's really tempting to get something like a unique color. I know I've been eyeing some more almost sunrise yellow type of color, but I know that I need to build my baseline wardrobe first a little bit more before I start investing in more of those extreme pieces. Whereas if you have a good, strong, neutral base to your wardrobe, you are going to be able to mix and match so many different pieces pieces, and it's going to be just so easy when you go inside because you know so many things can cross and go together. You not only want it to be able to be a neutral color that will go with a lot of pieces, you also want it to be something that can transition from day to night very easily. One last thing to keep an eye out for when buying a bag for your timeless wardrobe is making sure the size is right for you. For me, this looks slightly smaller, something where I can fit my phone, wallet, keys, lip balm, all the necessities, and a few extra things without being too big. Next, you also want to buy a few key jewelry pieces. Again, in your undertone, this is where undertone comes up again, just to really elevate your outfit. And if you don't believe me on how much an accessory can elevate your outfit, please check out this video here where I demonstrate how accessories make or break an outfit. But if you guys are enjoying this video or finding it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And also make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It would really mean so much to me if you guys did subscribe. And if you guys would like some more tips or help, please leave it in the comments down below and I may make a part 2 to this video answering your guys' questions. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.